So, okay.
I got it.
All right. Okay, it's good now. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to just mute all of you that are just joining in. Um, and then you're more than welcome to ask questions and then put it in the chat, and our admin folks will be able to respond to you. Again, for those of you, because I just started the recording, I want to apologize, but we're just going to go over the agenda and then just kind of share. As we're sharing about BG Wealth, I truly believe that what you knew about BG as far as whoever shared it with you or what you know so far will be elevated to really, really give you the gist of what BG can offer to you as an investor. All right. I already went over our agenda. All right, this is our disclaimer. All content provided by Auxano Solutions Group. You're probably wondering, what is Auxano Solutions Group? I thought the name of the company is BG Wealth. It is, but the name of our team is Auxano Solutions Group. Regarding BG Wealth is for educational and informational purposes only. Nothing in this material, in this presentation, is an financial advice or investment advice. All we're doing is providing for you an opportunity to share with you our experience about BG, but you're more than welcome. It is ultimately your choice of what you want to make as a decision concerning your finances, but at least we can give you what BG has to offer for you as an investor or a potential investor, right? Just a little bit of background. And understanding the background of BG Wealth and DSJ Exchange, and then also for you, it matters so that it really makes sense to you in the long haul. So just a little bit, again, a little bit of background concerning our CEO. His name is Professor Stephen Beard. He is the CEO and the owner of BG Wealth. It started in 2018. It is one of the largest hedge funds in the world. And in 2022, he comes to us with a wealth of knowledge in the area of finance, crypto, and trading. He was an executive with Gemini Crypto Exchange here in the US and created this AI hybrid investment model in which we use today. And then he signed a 10-year contract with DSJ Exchange in 2022 so that we have a platform to trade. Now, prior to 2022, BG Wealth was already a hedge fund, so they were already making money, but they went into the area of trading because of his knowledge in this area. So therefore, he went into the area of trading, collaborated with DSJ, and therefore have this 10-year contract. We're 4 years into the contract, and as a matter of fact, we were informed that they've actually started on renewing that 10-year contract, even though we're only 4 years in, but they're already starting to renew it. BG is in over 100 countries, and we have a strong membership of over 650,000 worldwide members worldwide. As a matter of fact, we just recently had our convention, our first convention for this year in Salt Lake City, and so it was truly a success. They opened, it was a dual convention. It was, of course, convention for all of our senior members and the members that were able to make it. And then also it was an opening of one of our consulting centers there in Salt Lake City. BG's vision is to empower. Again, it's not a startup, but BG Wealth's vision is to empower every active investor to become a BG owner and ensure that every active investor has guaranteed income through BG. We are investors first and refer second. I'll say that again. We are investors first, refer second. And the benefits of BG is that as a benefit or as a beneficiary of the BG Wealth is that I'm an active investor. I invested my own money into BG, and therefore I make sure that I manage my own wallet on a single day, every single day, several times a day, as a matter of fact. And then, of course, I refer others and helping build my own team, so that they also don't miss out on an opportunity to share what BG Wealth is all about. As a matter of fact, you're here because somebody invited you to be here, and they obviously care enough for you to know that this is something that will change your situation financially. Now, you see two words there in blue, which are being and growth. To simplify it, you can read it what's on the screen, but to simplify it, this is the being in BG is just amplifies who you are, right? BG will begin to amplify who you are. Your personality, your desires, who your being will be amplified, meaning that if you like to spend money like water, you will do the same when it comes to BG. However, if you like to help people financially with your money, you'll do the same when it comes to BG. BG is I'll share about our mission here shortly, but BG is meant so that you can have the necessary tools available or necessary. I called it the golden goose, right? Have the necessary golden goose so that you can always come back and and you can get it at any point in time. The growth there is in reference to anything, right? There's always growth when it comes to us as individuals, growth in our families, growth in our finances, growing in the knowledge of whatever area that we want to learn more about. Well, in BG, we offer you the opportunity to constantly grow with BG. But ultimately, the choice is up to you. Growth is how your money, assets, or skills, or anything that has to do with you, how you take it and how you expand it. If something is given to you, how much it grows is dependent upon the person that's holding it. Okay, so but in the hands grow in BG, BG gives you so many rooms, so much room to be able to grow in your knowledge in the area of trading, in your knowledge in the area of finances, in knowledge of really what this platform is really all about. So stay with BG because in BG you're definitely grow in the understanding when it comes to this area. Now, BG's mission is something that I absolutely love because if you see that first one is that BG's mission is to eradicate poverty. That alone gave me the confidence to be able to share with anybody. You know, oftentimes when people come across really wonderful platforms like this, they often want to keep it to themselves. They don't want to share it because, you know, they want to just make the money on their own. But when you understand the mission of BG and understand that you become a conduit to ensuring that somebody else poverty is eradicated in their lives, then you can't keep quiet when it comes to BG. BG's mission is a long-term mission. It's not a short-term. Meaning, if your 401k, if the government penalizes you to pull out your 401k, then just think of BG in that sense. While it's available to you and you can withdraw at any time, but you want to make, again, I said it's like your golden goose. You want to hold on to it so that when you need it, you can pull it out at any time. This platform is AI. It is an AI daily trading platform that we have. And when it comes to BG, I mentioned earlier that it is one of the largest hedge funds in the world, and team building allows you the opportunity to grow in your finances when it comes to BG Wealth. You can stay as a trader or you can build a team, but I'll share more about that here shortly. Now it's very stable, and I had the opportunity to be able to go to other projects, but because BG offers a very stable and sustainable investment environment is the reason why I'm very passionate about BG, because it's very safe. And I know you probably have questions concerning safe of your finances, but I'll share that here shortly. And I hopefully it'll answer some of your questions. But if you have any questions while I'm presenting, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat, and one of our admin will respond, or I'll respond to it at the end. Okay. Here are some guarantees that BG offers to you. BG guarantees that your money will double in under 60 days. Now, most of us doubled in our initial investment in under 60 days, but that's, I mean, in a little over a month, but less than 60 days. So I'm saying that because it's doable. It's definitely doable. You can withdraw in 50 days. There are some people have brought it to the fact that there are other projects that offer different things, and that's fine. It's wonderful. But again, I'm talking about safety of finances. A lot of people are not used to trading. They're not used to this kind of platform. They were just invited, not really sure. But I'm saying that because this is the reason why I'm passionate about it, because your money is safe. It's guaranteed that your money is safe in BG because of the structures and the systems that they have in place to protect you as an investor. Every day you'll be able to trade actively. As long as you're trading actively, you will make a profit. Now, if you don't trade, you're not going to make any money. So you can't have the attitude, oh, I just missed one trade. No, you can't miss a trade. In Team Auxano, we have a statement that we say that it's illegal to not trade in BG. Why is that? Because when you don't trade, that means your money is not working for you. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are actively trading 2 signals a day so that you can have a profit. And every day your money is snowballing into greater and bigger amounts each and every day. Now, there are no initial fees when it comes to BG. There are no initial fees. There are no monthly fees. The only fee that is important to you, or is the one that you initially come in with, whatever that amount may be, that is what your fee is. It's not even a fee. That's what your initial investment is. There are no additional fees. Now, okay, I'll kind of retract that. The additional fees are not by BG, but because you have to take your money, your cash, and convert it into crypto, that is the only time that there's additional fees. But that's not on BG's platform. That is on the crypto exchanges, which is not part of BG. But we have to go to the crypto exchanges, because without converting your cash into crypto, you won't be able to trade in DSJ. Okay, you can earn more by sharing with others. When you share with others, you can earn more and get more bonuses. When you level up as a manager, you begin to have a salary. And one of the guarantees that I think is important for many people is that if you are not satisfied with BG at any point in time and you want to withdraw your initial investment, you can absolutely take out your money at any point in time. And BG even guarantees you this, that whatever your initial investment is, plus what you earned from BG while trading with BG, even BG will even give that to you. So that's a guarantee that BG will give to you as an investor. Okay. All right. Now, DSJ Exchange, I mentioned earlier that the understanding what BG Wealth is and DSJ Exchange is so important. And I'll just kind of bring those back in together. But let me talk about DSJ here first. Now, DSJ is a trading platform that was founded in 2022. It's licensed in over 30 countries to include the US. It is based out of Australia. So because of that, the Australian market is open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and 366 on leap year. The US market is only open 5 days a week. That's a big difference. That means every single day you have an opportunity to make profit with BG, whereas the US market, they only trade 5 days a week. So every single day you're making profit with BG. Again, we have an advantage because we're able to make money in BG every single time. Now, this 10-year relationship, or this 10-year contract that BG had and DSJ had is important. They're two different companies, okay? One is the BG is a company that we're part of. DSJ Exchange is the company that we utilize to do all of our trading on twice a day, and three if you have a permanent signal. Now, it's important for you to remember that because the DSJ needs BG because BG brings the volume or the amount of people to be able to trade on their platform. BG needs DSJ because without DSJ, there is no platform for BG members to trade on. So their relationship is really, really important for you to understand as an investor so that you know how to communicate it moving forward. All right. Now, when it comes to BG, it is by invitation only. If you're a new member here, then that means somebody invited you here. Or if you're on here and this is the first time you're hearing it, obviously somebody wants you to be able to know about BG and it's invited you to be here. Someone has to invite you into BG to be a member. It is a private trading company. And so therefore you're in the right place. There is no obligation for any of our members to share. Why is that? Because every day they're making money. So they don't have to share it with anybody, but by their own accord, they want to share it because in doing so, they see the value in sharing with people. BG wealth sharing, it's not wealth hoarding. Okay. So we want to make sure we share with people because there are a lot of people that we know that we want to help them eradicate poverty in their lives. And BG Wealth is about team building, not an individual process. Okay, and understanding these will definitely make you will definitely give you a better perspective when it comes to what BG is all about. Now, this is oftentimes something that we hear, and it's important that we share what these things are. Now, oftentimes somebody say, "Oh, it's a Ponzi scheme." They read it online somewhere, and they read it's a pyramid scheme or it's a Ponzi scheme. And so I want to make sure that you walk away from here absolutely understanding the difference between a pyramid scheme and a Ponzi scheme, and even a team building. So that way for your own knowledge. Now, a pyramid scheme makes, which is this far one on the left, they make money from recruiting new members who pay high fees, right? So the person above them makes a commission because the fees pay for them, right? The fees from the new members or the new members, that entry fee that they pay will cause them to pay for everybody else in their upline, right? But I mentioned earlier, there is no initial fee when it comes to BG. There's no initial fee. So that cancels out the pyramid scheme because there's no initial fee. Your initial investment is something you hold all on your own in your own wallet. So that cancels out pyramid scheme. Now, when it comes to a Ponzi scheme, they promise you high returns, but they use the money that they give to that the investors pay in order for them to pay the ones that came in much earlier. Okay, that's what a Ponzi scheme is. So they use money to be able to pay for earlier investors. And so again, when it comes to BG, while you do get a reward as a newcomer, as a new member, or new investor rather, as a new investor, and also as a referrer, you do get a reward. But that reward doesn't come from your money or anybody else's money. It comes from BG and the total trading income that they get. Our CEO sets aside a portion of that for new members when they come in, and also the referrer to get a bonus or a reward as a result of bringing in this new person. Again, it's important that you understand that because everyone manages their own wallet. If you came in at a $502, that $502 you'll be able to manage on your own wallet from the minute you come in. Whoever invites you in should be able to make sure that you manage your own wallet. Okay, so BG never pursues short-term profits or advocates overnight riches at all. It's not a quick get rich. Remember, I said BG is a long-term investment, not short-term. So we don't, they don't advocate for overnight riches. Instead, we focus on long-term, stable growth to provide the most reliable protection for you as an investor. Okay. All right. Here are some legal documents that for some people that have been in BG, that probably doesn't matter anymore because they're making money regardless. But for those of you that are new and are wondering how do I know this is real? Okay, these are the certificates for the SEC filings or the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions that are both for DSJ and BG. Okay, and so while there's the CIK, for those that are traders or those that want to know, the CIK for the DSJ is 000-207-6856, just so that if you want to learn more about it. And you can go and get this information on the sec.gov website. Now, there is no CIK number for BG Wealth because when they filed with SEC, they received an exemption because they are a private company, privately funded company. So that means they came in with millions of dollars already. So they didn't need to have, they received the exemption because of the amount that they came in as a privately funded company. We do have, you're more than welcome to take a screenshot of it. The SEC filing number is on the screen. And so just for those of you that would like to know more about it. Now, this is the SEC filing for Australia. This is the Australian SEC filing for the DSJ. Remember, I mentioned earlier that the DSJ platform is out of Australia. So this is their certificate. And then this is the stock certificate for BG Wealth. Okay. Now, how to follow a trade. Now, maybe some of you, I know oftentimes when you initially come into BG, you want to know more about, or maybe it was so fast, whoever shared with you, you really weren't sure how to do all the trading, right? So if you go into your DSJ wallet, you're going to go into right here where it says future, which is the middle button on your DSJ wallet. You're going to go into futures. And then you're going to go into this area that says invited me. And then you're going to copy the code from either Bond Chat or Telegram, paste it in this area where number 3 is. You're going to confirm it, and then that's it. Then you're going to make sure you go to position order to make sure that your trade identifies that it is pending, and come back to see how much you made for that trade. Now, for bonuses is a little bit simpler in that there is no code for bonuses. All you need to do is just confirm to follow the code, to follow the order. So again, it's futures, invited me, confirm to follow the order, done, okay, and then you're done. That's it. That's it for the bonuses. So for those of you that maybe came in and you still have bonuses, please make sure you follow through the dates that are provided for you from Elena on when or the periods of your trading will be to include your refer. Okay. So make sure you follow your bonuses appropriately. All right. Now, on your DSJ wallet, there are just these 3 areas that please do not touch them because it pushes your trade to a live trade, okay? Where it says initiate a follow or a follow order, call, or even this the red one that says put. Don't push any of those buttons. If you accidentally pushed it once, just hit home and it'll completely reset it. Then you can come back to futures. Okay. So just for those of you that are just new. Okay. Also make sure, please, on your DSJ wallet that you authenticate your wallet. You want to make sure that that wallet belongs to you. Okay. Not so that nobody will be able to try to claim it as theirs. Okay. It is online. So you can't overlook these things that can probably be done by those that have no goodwill or good intentions when it comes to these online platforms. Okay. here are just some simple rules that I really want you to kind of remember walking away from is that you can only have one DSJ wallet per person. Again, I'll say it again. You can only have one DSJ wallet per person. Now, DSJ does conduct audits, and we want to make sure that you are not caught having more than one wallet. Can you have a wallet? I have two wallets. I have one for me, and I manage my dad's because the elderly. Because my dad is 85 years old, so I manage his wallet. So with that, I'm saying because I can manage that. If you have children under the age of 18, you can manage your wallet too. So those are some ways that you can have more than one wallet, but ultimately you want to make sure that you personally don't have two wallets in DSJ. And the reason is if DSJ conducts their audits and find that you have two wallets under your name, they will kick you out of the system and also fine BG Wealth. Now, in October 2025, over 200 people were booted out of BG because they had more than one account. Okay, they had more than one account. Remember, there's a contract in place between DSJ and BG, and one of those things is that only one account per person. And because you can see the potential in making so much money under BG with so many accounts, but the contract completely clearly prohibits you from having more than one wallet. Okay, so in December 2025, 26 people were booted out of BG because they changed the settings in BG from 1% to 5%. So in those 26 people in 4 days amassed over $271,000. Okay, why was that? Because obviously they were traders, they understood the exchange, and they were able to finagle their way through the system. Please do not touch any settings when it comes to DSJ because DSJ does audits and you're going to be booted out, and then BG will be fined as a result of it. Those 26 folks in December when they were booted out, BG was fined $3 million because of their what they did. Okay, so please make sure that is not something that you want to do. Okay. Be actively involved when it comes to BG, either by trading and also learning. You have to trade. You cannot overlook your trade. You cannot pass your trade. All of us in Team Auxano, we all have alarm clocks on our phones to set the time for when we are getting ready to trade. Okay, so make sure you're setting your alarm clocks. Follow company rules and learn core philosophies. Focus on what's right. There's already a system in place when it comes to BG. Just follow the system and it'll work for you. Okay. Follow the system and it'll work for you. Appreciate your teammates, celebrate one another. In Team Auxano, we love to celebrate when somebody's coming in. We love to celebrate when somebody's getting promoted, and we love to celebrate when it's somebody's birthday. So with that, celebrate one another. In doing so, you create a positive environment for everyone to be part of. Listen and follow instructions. We just recently had a failed signal. And it's important that when you are following instructions, you're not going to panic. Okay. So when you follow instructions, and BG always offers the right tools to be able to make you successful at trading. Okay. So and then replicate and duplicate the company's philosophy. It is impossible that if you follow the structures of the company, that you will have a different result from those that have gone before us. Okay. So, and I'll share more about that here shortly. Maintain the right investment. Make sure you're following your 2 signals per day, 3 if you're a third signal. And then be positive. Have a positive attitude, regardless of what people are saying. Just don't panic. Refuse to have a push the panic button or panic mode at any time. Okay, just be positive. Everything is working out for our good. That's positive outlook on things. Okay, so regardless of what happens, one thing for sure about our beautiful CEO is that he always wants to make sure he'll make up for whatever situation is going on. He'll always make sure that he makes up for it. Okay, so And then don't bring other projects into BG, meaning don't talk about other, don't bring other, don't spam. Okay. That's really what it means. Don't spam our BG meetings with other projects that you may have been part of or that you're part of and you want to have BG members to join them. Please don't, because that's just one of the rules of BG. Okay. No spamming when it comes to BG meetings. Whatever is BG, we stay BG. Okay. All right. The win-win-win concept is something that is very beautiful for, and you should remember this, and because it's important for you to note that when you understand the win-win-win concept, you'll understand that in BG, everyone wins. This is the threefold core that is important for you to remember. One, as an investor, two, as the BG Wealth, and then three, as the DSJ Exchange. Now, as an investor, your responsibility is to trade every single day. Be active on Bond Chat or Telegram. Learn everything about BG. Grow with BG. Someone in the last meeting asked, "What are we trading in BG?" We are trading bitcoins. Okay, we're trading bitcoins. BG Wealth's responsibility is that they provide the AI code, the alphanumeric AI code that we utilize to paste in our wallet. The code that they'll provide is a 99.6% accuracy. They'll provide two signals for us. Also, every single day, BG Wealth, our CEO, gives us guidance on how to stay engaged as building your team, or even as just an investor, how to stay engaged, learning different things about BG. We're constantly evolving as a trading company. So with that, it's important that you learn that. DSJ Exchange, their responsibility is to provide for us the trading platform. Also, they are one of the top 100 exchanges in the world, 100 exchanges in the world. And in 2023, in February 2023, they exceeded over 100 million in trading volume. Okay, so the beautiful thing is that these three, when they all work together, the outcome is that everybody will win. Okay, everybody will win. Okay, here are just some ways for you to earn. As a trader, you can just be a trader or you can build a team. As a trader, you're just going to passively trade. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to build a team. You don't want to network, which is absolutely fine. And as I mentioned earlier, there is no obligation for any of BG members to share with anybody, no obligation, but we do it because we see that there are people that needs to be able to hear about what BG can offer. If it blessed me, it should bless you also. You can start in as little as 500, or you can start in as little as 300, but for every member of Team Auxano, we tell you $500 at a minimum, because there is a benefit that if you come in less than 500, you won't be eligible for, and I'll talk about that here shortly. Now, this money that you, as a passive trader, it doesn't go into anybody else's account. It only goes into your account, which you manage on your own. Each trade will yield for you, or each trade, BG only uses 1% of your initial investment. Okay. So if you came in at 500, BG will only use $5 to trade during those two signals, or do two trades per day. Okay, that's it, just $5. And then the second day, because it's compounding, and we'll talk about that here shortly, 99% of your money is safe while the trading happens. Okay, so when you're not trading, the rest, 100% of your money is safe. Only during the trading windows will 1% be used to trade. And now you will reap a 60 to 65% return on each trade. Okay, 60 to 65. That's a lot. Now, here's a beautiful statement from Albert Einstein that I think it's every one of us should really kind of understand, because this is the bread and butter of what BG offers to you. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. I'll say it again. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So we don't want to pay the compounding interest on anything. We want to earn a compounding interest. And the beautiful thing about BG is that it's a daily compounding interest. Okay. And what does that mean overall? Now, this is BG's bread and butter, as I mentioned earlier, which is the daily compounding interest. And so if I came in at $500, that initial $500 will yield me in 60 days. Remember, your BG guarantees you that your money will double in 60 days. In 60 days, my money will double to $1,085.27. And in 6 months, my initial investment of $500 will yield for me $5,112.93. As a matter of fact, that's even on the lower end, because on the day that you first start trading, you already get a reward just for being a new member. And then also you get bonus signals, which allows you to make even more. So this is the lower end of what BG can offer for you. In 1 year, look at the amount from your initial investment of $500. You will have $55,772.17. Why is that? Because of the daily compounding interest. Now, what if you got to that place and you didn't get, or maybe you got to 6 months and you didn't have 5,112? I would tell you that you missed some trades. That it's as simple as that, because the daily compounding interest yields or is constantly having a snowball effect, which means that money is making money for you each and every day. Now, if you miss a trade, that means your money stops. And when your money stops, that means it's not building for you. It's not creating for you the wealth that you should be able to have. But as long as you're actively trading twice a day, your money will continually compound itself. Now, if you have less than that, I'm telling you, it's simply because you didn't trade or you missed several trades. One of my members missed 40 trades. 40 trades. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm saying that because in 40 trades, that means their money just stopped building over time. And so thank goodness we were able to get his account moving again. Okay, so in 18 months, what you should be looking at, because of the daily compounding interest, is 507. That's over $500,000 from literally just copying and pasting. Pastor, it can't be that easy. It is that easy because of the daily compounding interest. I'll go back to what Albert Einstein said. He said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, but he who doesn't pays for it. Okay. So when we are constantly trading, we're constantly earning. It's the eighth wonder of the world. And that's just compounding. We're talking about daily compounding interest. Okay. So you have to, this is part of your responsibility as an investor, is to make sure that you don't miss any trades. Now, the other way is that you can build a team. I said there was some ways that you can build. You can be a passive trader or you can build a team. And in building a team, this is what it means. Let me zoom in. Okay. What does it mean to build a team? Now, we're just going to take this left side of the compensation plan that BG offers, is that to level up to level 1, it means you have 5 people directly under you. When you make your level 1, BG gives you or rewards you $100. On top of that, 3 times a month or every 10 days from the 9th, the 10th, the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th, you get paid $30. Okay. That's on top of what you make from your 2 trades every single day. Okay. So again, more opportunities to earn more income. Now, level 2 means that you have 2 direct level 1s under you with a total team of 25 members. When you make level 2, BG gives you $300 reward. And then your salary or your dividend is what we call it. Your dividend is 153 times a month, every 10 days on the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th. Okay. So next week, Yeah, the 19th is our next dividend time frame. So it's always nice to be able to have this additional funds. Now, level three is three direct level ones with 125 members. When you make level three, you get $800 with $500 every 10 days. Now, I don't know about you, but having $1,500 in addition to what you already make from trading, in addition to what your regular income is from your job, it's really, really nice. So with that, now I normally like to go to level seven because of the amounts that it gives you. Level seven means that you have seven direct level ones with 5,000 members. Okay. Don't look at the 5,000 because the majority of that 5,000 you probably won't even know because your team is constantly building. So when you make level seven, BG gives you $25,000. $25,000. And then on top of that, three times a month, you're going to get $10,000. Every 10 days, you're going to get $10,000. That's $30,000, 25,000 for promotion reward on top of what you're already making from your daily trades alone. So BG gives you the opportunity to make so much money in BG. So you can't just stop at just trading alone. You have to be able to see this compensation plan and know that, man, I can make so much more than that. Absolutely. There are some that comes in and they just want to trade. Absolutely fine. But we just want to make sure that we give you the opportunity. It's your choice. Your choice, whether you want to be a passive trader or you want to build a team. But either way, we don't want to hold anything back from you because we want you to know that there is more to what BG can offer for you. Okay. Oh, on top of the level seven, on top of the $10,000 three times a month and $25,000 reward, BG will give you a brand new car free, valuing anywhere from $50,000 to $350,000. I already picked out my car, so I'm saying that because I know where I'm heading with BG. So with that, just make sure that you really fully understand what BG can offer is so much more than just copying and pasting. Okay, all right. Just some additional things when it comes to team building is that you do get a dividend, which is your salary, right? Three times a month when you become a manager from level one all the way to level 12. On your birthday today, we had several birthdays. So on their birthdays, if they're managers, they'll BG will give them $100 just for being just to say thank you and happy birthday from BG. And then also when you meet with people to have a meal and introduce BG to them, you can get refunded from BG as a result of it. Okay, so if you want to know more about that, you're more than welcome to reach out to your upline or the person that invited you to share more about that. Okay, all right. Now, who can this apply to, or who can you share with? Anybody. You can share with a stay-at-home mom. I think every single one of us know a stay-at-home mom. Every one of us knows somebody that is working multiple jobs just to be able to survive, or just regardless of what the situation may be. Or we all know somebody that is on a limited income, or parents that are seeking opportunities so that they can send their kids to school, or just anybody that wants to have just additional funds, right? We all know somebody that we can share BG Wealth with. That means I don't have to talk to strangers when it comes to BG Wealth, because in eradicating poverty, I'm thinking about my auntie, I'm thinking about my cousin, I'm thinking about my neighbor, I'm thinking about my coworker. I'm not just going to go outside of that. I'm more than welcome to, but I want to reach those that I know that are within my world, so that way I can help them to eradicate poverty out of their lives. Okay. Now, this, I mentioned earlier that the bread and butter of BG Wealth is the daily compounding interest. But this right here is the bread and butter for BG, or for Team Auxano, for the main reason of what it will do for you. Okay. For the third permanent signal, it means that as a team manager, you have 5 people directly under you, and those 5 people have 5 people under them. That's how you'll be eligible for a third permanent signal. Remember, I said that you can come in less than 500, but you won't be eligible for certain benefits. Well, this is one of those benefits. If you come in less than 300, you won't be eligible for this third permanent signal, for the reason is that the minimum is 500 to be eligible for this. Now, this you cannot play with. Like, it's one of those beautiful things you just don't want to miss out on when it comes to BG Wealth, and especially a member of Team Auxano. We want you to experience this. Now, I'll tell you what Pastor often says is that the third permanent signal is a millionaire in under 1 year. That's their statement that we normally say when it comes to third permanent signal. So our goal is that every member of Team Auxano becomes a third permanent signal so that they can see their finances elevated so quickly when it comes to BG. Now, when it comes to this third signal, here are just the quick projections that will help you to fully understand the aggressiveness of the third signal. If you had 1,000, we're just going to take 1,000. But if you had 1,000 the first month, by the second month, your money will double or thereabouts, right? In the third month, it'll double to 4,000, then to 8,000, then to 16, then to 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. And then by the 11th month, you should be over $1 million. So that's the aggressiveness of this third permanent signal. That's why we want every member of BG of Team Auxano to be eligible and want to make sure that everybody comes in at 500. Even if you say, well, I just want to trade, absolutely, you're more than welcome to just trade. But most of our folks, 99% of them, will at some point in time identify, you know what, I want to build a team, because if I can make money like that, I want to build a team. So this is not for those that keep withdrawing, okay? BG, again, is a long-term investment. We can't keep eating the seeds that we have. It's for those that are hold on to their, remember, it's our golden goose, right? BG is our golden goose that keeps giving when we need it. It's there for us, okay? So BG is a wonderful platform. When I actually hit my 1 month today, having my third permanent signal. When I started with my third permanent signal, I was at 7,979. Yeah, 7,979. Today, sorry, when I did my last trade earlier, let me log into my account so that you can see. Sorry, 1 second. When I did my third signal today, my current, I don't know, can you see that? Patsy, can you see that? You can't, huh? Oh, no, you cannot. Okay, you can't see that. Okay, but my current, again, remember, a third permanent signal 1 month ago. Okay, third permanent signal 1 month ago. I was at 7,979. Today, my account is 20,878 and 55 cents. 20,878 and 55 cents. So I'm saying that because this is the aggressiveness of this third signal. And I want you to walk away from this, like really, really, if you're here, if you're already one of our members, you can't keep quiet when it comes to BG, because you want to build and you want to make sure that you have a great return for your initial investment. Now, what BG offers to you is up to you. It's up to you whether you want to go and just trade, which is, you're still going to make money. You're steadily going to increase in your wallet. But if you really, really want to just see your money exponentially grow exponentially, then you have to build a team, and which is something that I recommend. But again, that's up to you. It's your choice. But we didn't want to just leave it out without sharing with you about what happens when you do build a team. Now, I want to see, are there any questions? Patsy, are there any questions for me?
Pastor Flo, I answered some of the questions that was on online. It was question was, can you turn from a passive individual trader to a team builder, or can you only choose that from the start?
Nope. You can trade. You can choose initially to just trade, like I mentioned earlier. And then when you're ready to start sharing, then by all means, more than welcome to start building your team at any point in time when you're ready. Any other questions? Please ask. We want to make sure that we provide you the necessary tools to make you a success if you're already in BG, or provide you the necessary information so that you can make the decision to join BG. Can you withdraw your money and reinvest if you need? You can withdraw your money at any point in time, and you can add to your already account. Now, two things I think I want to make sure. Are you, Trinia? Are you talking about completely withdrawing your money or just withdrawing a certain amount?
Just a certain amount. Like, say if I had like an emergency come up and I needed that money, could I take some of it out and use it and then add more later to make up that what I
Absolutely.
took out?
Absolutely. Remember, it's your golden goose. It's there. It's constantly, as long as you're trading actively, your money is still making money for you, even if you pull out. Okay. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hmm. Any other questions? When a person is ready to trade, how do we contact someone from BG to start? Absolutely. So, Jay Tafisi, the person that invited you here, go back to that person so that they can make sure they'll help you get started. Okay. Yeah, more than welcome to reach out. Are you allowed to transfer Bitcoin from one wallet to this wallet easily? And is there a charge to or for transfer? You can transfer into DSJ wallet with Bitcoin. Though there is a charge depending on whatever platform you're transferring from. That platform will charge you to be able to transfer into DSJ. But yes, you're more than welcome to transfer Bitcoin. Now, the coins that are you can transfer are USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC. Those are the four coins that are eligible to be trade or to come into DSJ. Any other questions? Do you have to wait a certain time to withdraw from the first time? Yes, Mr. Millet. So you have to wait 50 days. So 50 days is the amount of days. And the reason is you're trying to build your wallet. So that way, what I tell people, for me personally, if they're skeptical about BG, is that, listen, just come in, whatever your initial investment is. After 60 days, then pull out what your initial investment is and leave the rest in there and let your money just keep making money for you. But yes, your 50 days is the amount of time. But we normally tell people just 2 months because we want your money to double. That's why. Any other questions? All right, no questions. All right, so I'm gonna do a check on learning. Want to make sure you guys were paying attention. What? Who is the CEO of BG Wealth?
Mr. Beer, Pastor Flo, this is the question that they posted just now.
Sorry. Sorry. If I just left the whole initial investment in my wallet and traded that every time, would that work? Absolutely. Absolutely. As long as your money remains in your wallet and you're constantly trading those two trades, your money will continue to make money for you. Your money will continue to make money. And that's the goal, right? Is to be able to have this available so that when you do need it for emergencies or whatever, it's there for you. And even if you pull out a certain amount for your emergency, your money is still compounding on a daily basis as long as you're actively trading. And you can trade from anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. I just got back from Nigeria and I was trading while I was there when the network was working. When we were in Israel, I was trading while we were there, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can trade. As long as there's internet, you'll be able to trade. Any other questions? The third signal chart you put up shows 1,000 in the first month. Was that the amount you originally started with? Oh no, it was just an example, right? That if you started your third signal with $1,000, right? If you started at 1,000 with just your third signal, that's obviously it's going to go much faster for you if you have if you started much different by the time you got your third signal. But this is just a quick projection if I was to use $1,000 as a number. Absolutely. Thank you, Y, for the questions. Jay, do you have any other questions? I love it when there's questions. Pastor, do you remember some of the questions that the folks asked in the last training that we had or last meeting that we had? Because they were good questions, that's why.
Yes, one of the many questions was, what if Bitcoin fluctuate, gain or loss? Do we still make money?
Yes, absolutely. Just so that you can understand is that this is a AI futures trading platform. Let me go back to this. Sorry, let me log out of this so that I can kind of share what it means to be on this platform. Give me 1 second. But what it really means is that the AI code that was created by Professor Beard is that this AI code it's a futures trading, meaning this AI looks at the Bitcoin. Remember, we're trading Bitcoin, right? Looks at Bitcoin and identifies whether the Bitcoin is going to increase or decrease. And so if the AI predicts, right, that if the AI predicts that the Bitcoin is going to increase, then it will. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at the same time. If AI predicts that the Bitcoin amount is going to increase, then it will give us a code. Remember, it's 99.6%, right? We'll get a trade result as a result that will make a profit as a result of that because AI predicted correctly. Now, if AI predicted that the Bitcoin is going to decrease, we'll still make money, even if it's just 1 penny off, right? We'll still make money. Now, if AI predicts that Bitcoin is going to increase, but it actually decreases, what ends up happening is that signal is called a failed signal, right? And therefore, it goes into the second phase. BG has in place a 5-phase recovery in order for you so that you can always profit. Remember, BG's goal is that every day you'll profit. Okay, so when that first signal fails, it goes into the second phase, which the first one is 1%, the second one is 3%, which means you'll make much more than what you would have had you went with the first one. So every single trade, you will make a profit. Okay. Now, if you don't make a profit, then you have to identify that and let our CEO's assistant Elena knows, so that way they can accommodate you accordingly. For whatever reason, like my son, one of my sons, there was one day in which he had a -$6. Yeah, -$6. And this is when we first joined BG, and I didn't know that you were supposed to do that. So I make it a point to share with my folks now to make sure that if there's a negative, if you didn't make a profit, you take a screenshot, send it to Elena, they'll be able to accommodate you accordingly, okay, for that specific trade. But yes, every single day you'll make a profit. Every day. Sorry, I was trying to pull up this thing. Any other questions? Any other questions? No questions? I want to bring up this thing so that way. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? All right. All right, for the person that asked just recently in reference to making profit, so on your historical orders, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Just so that you know. See where it says product, and it has Bitcoin and USDT. There's two coins there for a reason, and the reason is one is the Bitcoin that we use to trade with, and the other one is USDT, which means that the rest of your money sits as a USDT while the 1% is used to trade. Now, where it says call and where it says put on the first and the middle screen is that the call means that the AI predicted that the Bitcoin is going to increase. If you look at the open price, it says $68,818.16. Well, the settlement price was $68,827.04. That means the AI predicted correctly that it was that Bitcoin was going to increase. In the middle slide, the instance is that the AI predicted the Bitcoin was going to decrease, and it did. It predicted appropriately in that it started off at 68,932.36, and the settlement price was 68,913.15. So this person made a profit of $223.46. If you look at the amount that they traded with, that's only 1% of what's in their accounts. Okay, 1% of what's in this person's account. And they made $223 as a result of this trade, which is 60% of the trade itself. That was a return, was 60%. Okay, so with that, so that's how you'll be able to know that you'll have money or not, or that you made a profit or not, okay, once you have your wallet. Any other questions? There's no other questions.
There is a question.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Which one, Pastor?
From Marvis, how difficult is it to withdraw funds from your kids under 18?
Yeah. So because the parent is the guardian or the custodian of the child's account, it won't be difficult because you're the one that manages it. So you'll be able to pull it out. We had we shared this in our previous meetings, is that we had a level 6 out of India, and he passed. And he didn't, of course, the BG found out about it and gave it to his wife. His wife didn't want it. And so they gave it, our CEO gave it to the next of kin, which was his son, and he was only 18 years old. So imagine being an 18-year-old with a level 6 amount. So I'll show you again what a level 6 is so that you can fully understand what this is a level 6. Give me 1 second. This is the level 6 and what that means for that 18-year-old. This level 6 means that every 10 days he's going to get $5,000 dividend.
Can I see your slide?
Oh, you can't. Oh, sorry. Thank you. This is what a level 6 is. That 18-year-old inherited the account for his father because his mom didn't want to continue with BG. She's elderly. And this kid will get $5,000 every 10 days, every month. And then on top of that, on top of that is his dad's account. His trading account is still going, or no longer his dad, but his trading account is still making money for him as an 18-year-old because he inherited because of his father. So it's a legacy system in which allows you the opportunity to be able to take it, allow your next of kin to have it moving forward so that it'll continue on even if anything happens. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Well, I was trying to answer all the questions to make sure you have a wealth of knowledge to walk away from so that you can either make your decision or congratulate yourselves for just being part of BG already. BG is a wonderful platform, and I'm loyal through and through to BG because it afforded us the opportunity just to be part of a team that is eradicating poverty in the lives of many. We know of many polys throughout the U.S. and also throughout the U.S. that are now millionaires as a result of BG, and we're so excited for them. We cheer on every member of BG that levels up to these levels, and so we're on our way. We are all on our way. The beautiful thing about us and Team Auxano is that our goal is to make sure we carry everybody along with us to become a success in BG. If BG offers it and we can do it, by all means, we'll take everybody along with all of us. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, if somebody invited you to be here tonight and you are yet to be part of BG, go back to the person that invited you and tell them that you are ready to be part of BG. Other than that, enjoy and looking forward to seeing you on Team Auxano so we can celebrate you. And for those of you that are already members of Team Auxano, thank you so much for joining tonight's training. All right, God bless you all. Have a good one.